The one fall, 20-minute match. At a height of 6 foot 9 inches, weighing 385 pounds, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Judge Dredd.
Well, wrestling fans, this ought to be a good one. Judge Dredd. Yowza, yowza, yowza. We got wrestling in the house tonight. Judge Dredd taking on Vladimir Koloff from the Soviet Union. My broadcast partner.
Stay away from that news, people.
Wainwright.
Don't do anything bad when the judge is in the house.
AAPW. Some of the greatest stars in the world of wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Right here. So we take a look at big Judge Dredd. A mountain of a man, Gideon, a mountain.
Judge Dredd, 6 foot 9, well over 360 pounds. The gavel of God, the right hand of righteousness, the jewel of judgment, Judge Dredd.
Hasn't missed too many meals either. You can call him anything, but don't call him late for dinner. The size of that guy.
The physique of Judge Dredd reminds me of the sumo wrestlers.
What are you going to do?
His opponent,
real nice, hangman's noose.
weighing in at
To
135
the uneducated
kilos,
eye, you might think
from
that
the
Judge
Soviet
Dredd is a few
Union.
pounds overweight. Johnny,
Vladimir Koloff.
Vladimir Koloff. And then they go right at, not even the bell, before the bell even goes. These guys want each other. They want each other, Gideon. Little snapmare.
Koloff came out of there like a Russian missile being shot out of the silo.
Complaining about the hair, but looks like Vladimir, he overpowered him. This is going to be 1-1.
Now, I don't understand why this Russian boy still has the communist sickle there on his torso when the evil Soviet Empire has long fallen, Johnny.
You know, Gideon, you better watch who you root for. You know what happened last time?
That's a good reminder, Johnny.
I mean, I'm not saying you deserved it, but a lot of people may dispute that with me.
Well, I'll tell you this, Judge Dredd and I go way, way back, okay? I've been in back of Judge Dredd many times. I've been in front of him, too. And I'll tell you this, he will not do to me what Shinobi attempted to do.
Well, Judge Dredd better muscle up something, because Vladimir's looking good tonight. Looking good tonight.
You know, it's amazing, Johnny. Judge Dredd's one of the biggest men I ever seen. Mr. Koloff stands pretty much near 98% for what the judge does. A big man in his own right.
Big man indeed. Big man indeed. Going for the power, the test of strength.
Who you betting on in this test of strength?
Well, you know, this could be anybody. I got to go with Judge Dredd. He's got a little height. Get the height over. Oh, wait a minute. You can't count him out, though. Don't count Vladimir out.
Johnny, let me ask you a question based on your extensive wrestling background. No wrestler ever won a match with a test of strength. Could you explain to the fans the purpose of it?
What I think this is a psych game that they play with each other. With each other to see who the stronger man is. Because once a man thinks he's stronger than the other one, the other man may feel intimidated by the other man's strength.
So it gives you a little bit of competitive edge that you just may need to win that bout.
Exactly. Exactly.
Johnny, when are the fans here going to see the big Mercedes put on the tights and get in the ring and strut his stuff?
Well, you know, right now I'm negotiating with the AAPW, and I hope to be out here very soon because, you know, I'm a lover, I'm a singer, and I'm a grappler. And oh, did you see that slam? A lot of weight to be picking up.
A big man like Judge Dredd hits that head high. Mr. Koloff comes down with the knee. You fans out there may recognize the name Koloff. Of course, we had the great Ivan Koloff, his nephew Nikita Koloff, and now I believe another nephew. Is that another nephew, Johnny, or is that a niece?
You talking about Vladimir, a niece?
I'm talking about Vladimir. He's in the Koloff family.
Somewhere, there's so many Koloffs. So many Koloffs in that Koloff family. A great wrestling family, by the way. Ivan Koloff, probably one of the best, one of the greats of all time. And he's here in the AAPW.
How many fans ever get a chance to see a WWF World Champion right here? You're going to see one tonight in Ivan Koloff. The man held the title in 1971. And Johnny, do you remember who he beat that night in Madison Square Garden?
He defeated Pedro Morales, if I'm not mistaken.
He lost the title to Pedro. He defeated the great man from Pennsylvania, Bruno.
Legend.
Exactly, Johnny. Bruno Sammartino.
Well, you know, Gideon, I think you may have a few years on me. But the great Bruno Sammartino, of course.
I think the number of men who could say they beat Bruno Sammartino in Madison Square Garden clean, you could probably count it on one hand.
Judge Dredd working over Vladimir. In the house tonight. Foot on a rope. Referee right on it.
John, it looked like a slow count to me. I think Judge Dredd had his shoulders on the mat far more than the 3 count.
We're gonna see. These guys are starting to show their wear. Starting to show their wear and tear right now. 2 big guys roughing it up.
Johnny, isn't it a little warm for Mr. Koloff to be wearing a sweater in the ring like that?
Vladimir?
Isn't that a sweater he has on there?
That is a singlet, my friend, a singlet.
But underneath the singlet, isn't that a mohair sweater?
The man has some body hair, that's all. The man has a little body hair. Some people have some and some don't.
In 1964, when the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan, they didn't have that much hair on their head as he's got on his back.
A hairy individual, to say the least. Yes, Gideon. Thanks for pointing that out for us.
Vladimir showing the fans that he's his own man. He don't need their support.
Nip and tuck, back and forth, Gideon. Back and forth.
Judge looks like he's going for maybe a DDT. I don't think Vladimir's going to give it to him, though.
Let's see what the big... Into the turnbuckle. Oh, goodness!
Oh! That's like an Allied moving van hitting your house.
Talk about an earthquake right there, my friend.
Johnny, that was about 6.2 on the Richter scale.
Got that right. Went to the well, went to that well. Beautiful, beautiful clothesline. Takes the man down. Vladimir not happy with the count. Stays on his man. Good move, good wrestling.
I think it was a fair count, Johnny. It was a fair count. The judge cleanly kicked out there, lifted that shoulder before the third hand went down.
You know, the referees, they take a lot of abuse. But let me tell you, some referees, there's some you know, they say wrestlers have it hard, but the rest, you know, referees, they have a hard job in there. You know, Gideon?
Well, the referee, you got to be a special breed to be a referee. In fact, I think they call it inbreed to be a referee.
Beautiful, beautiful. Belly to belly.
Nice belly to belly by Mr. Koloff. Nice belly to belly.
For a man of that size, Gideon.
I'm surprised you can get a big 360-pounder like Judge Dredd over like that. Outstanding athletic move.
Definitely, say the least. Judge Dredd, he's hanging on to them ropes, folks, I'll tell you. He's catching one, he's sucking air. Vladimir's got to move in for the kill right now.
I think the judge has to do something dramatic.
My goodness, what's going on here? Can't these guys keep it in the ring, Gideon?
Johnny, this is 2 matches in a row that they've been out here.
It's a hot night tonight.
I don't know about you, but they ain't paying me enough money to tangle it up with these boys.
I'm telling you, I'm just glad to be here. Glad to be here in the midst of the action. But we got to be careful out here.
I know you are a professional wrestler. You know how to handle yourself. I'm just a 140-pound little announcer here, okay? And I'm gonna depend on you. Here, another one. You better pick up your peppers, Johnny. Mr. Koloff out here on the announcer's table, right here on the announcer's table. Look at this. Oh my God, this is a wild one. This is a wild one, Johnny. Oh, a vicious chair shot to the back of Vladimir Koloff. Koloff is down. He just hit the referee. Oh, that was to the groin, Johnny. That was to the groin. Another chair shot, this time on the back of the judge.
Get some control, referee. Get some control over this. What do you? Come on, this isn't wrestling. I'll tell you, fans, these two do not like each other, fans. I'll tell you. Right on the floor, right there. My goodness gracious! Talk about wrestling in the house. These boys, Judge Dredd and Vladimir. Aha. This is, I believe, I'll tell you, this one's not over. It may be over now, fans, but it is not over yet. These guys want each other. They want each other to get in.
This is a real brawl here, Johnny. These men are going at each other with a vengeance.
And not holding nothing back. You're talking chairs, you're talking right here in the AAPW. Makes me feel like singing. Makes me feel like singing. Fans, I believe I didn't get the decision on that one.
Looked like a no contest to me, Johnny. That thing had broken down completely.
Brothers and sisters,